Furbinger. Rubin denied. That's the first block of the match for Wisconsin.
Took them through 2 sets to get to this point. Wisconsin has been known for their blocking over the last few seasons, and this year is no different. They've been so good about the net. That defense has to turn on if they want to slow down Stanford right now. Is hitting over 400 on the match.
Egan and Booth with the block. Rubin off the mark. Another point for Wisconsin. Up 3 early. There's a block for Stanford, their third of the match.
Stanford has done a better job of defending Collier as the match has gone on, trying to take away her cross-court shot. Collier might want to try to hit that line shot that Sheffield was talking about earlier on in set 2.
Furbinger and Booth connect again. 37 assists for Charlie Furbinger.
And Furbinger is dishing this offense out beautifully, especially when she's getting good passes like that one that was right up at the net. Makes it really easy for her to know who to set and where to go with it.
Furbinger had 18 of her 43 assists in that third set against North Carolina in the sweep. Round 2. One comes back over, and Wisconsin committed to dialing up the defense. Well, no point Stanford here. Wisconsin on the protest.
Called in the net. Looked like coming down off of that play. The jersey just caught the net a little bit. Kelly Sheffield trying to get a little bit of clarification.
Haley Kimura, our R2.
Here's a look at that. Yeah, just that slight clip from Vajic on the jersey.
Blocked out of play. Wisconsin gets a point.
And a big swing right away to silence that momentum.
Wardlow. Rubin kept it up. Vajic. Rubin got there again. Furbinger got an arm on it, but it ends up in the stands. Point for the Cardinal.
The middles for Stanford are working so hard to get off the net and be available for their setter. Lizzie Andrew right now, she's 7 for 7, hitting 1,000.
Her sister Allie is 4 for 5, hitting 800. Sisters playing well in this head-to-head matchup with a spot in the regional final on the line. Whistle. Wisconsin was in the net. Give the point to Stanford, and a great point. Great fight by the Cardinal.
When you win a long rally point like that, it gives your team so much momentum. Wisconsin is getting a little bit undisciplined blocking at the net.
Egan down the line, but missed the mark, and Stanford has tied it at 7 here in the third.
Stanford getting right back in this with good service pressure.
That's what helped them win set 2, 25-21, after losing set 1, 25-17. That's her 8th kill.
It's a big kill from Vajagic. Just called fast tempo outside. She keeps the blockers in.
That's long. Point for Wisconsin. Stanford says there was a touch and Kevin Handley grabs the green challenge card, and we'll have a video review.
Stanford is challenging block touch.
So for the moment, point Wisconsin. Wasn't touched by Wisconsin.
Difficult to tell from this angle. Looking at the left hand, the outside, Vajagic. Based on this angle, I don't see a touch, but it has to be indisputable. That's a really good look. From there, it looks clear over.
Blow it up a little bit more. Looks like it's over the hands.
After review, the call is confirmed. Stanford loses the count.
So Stanford with one challenge remaining through the 4th set. Wisconsin with both their challenges in hand. As the Badgers serve up 2. That was really tight at the net. I think the only option Parks had was to go over with it, and she delivered.
And even when that ball isn't so tight to the net, Parks does a really nice job knowing where the defense is set up. If she has a blocker going up with her, it's smart about when to take it over.
Vajagic diving for it. And there's the whistle. Looked like it was down. And the point for Wisconsin.
We've got a back and forth battle this one. Harvey almost with the pancake, but not quite.
Sayer off the net, that drops in, and it's a point for the Cardinal.
Wisconsin's got to defend that slide attack better, whether it's Sayer or Answer going behind the setter. Those left side blockers haven't done a great job of tracking where they're taking off.
Allie Andrew.
5 for 6 already tonight. Anytime Furbringer can get the middle going, that attack has been so effective.
Flash off the touch. Point for the Cardinal.
Nice precision from Blashoff. Going right at the top of the hands, Charlie Furbringer to send it off.
Good serve by Blashoff. Parks looks for Rubin. Back this time for Harvey, diving play. But Egan couldn't keep it up, and Stanford has tied it at 11.
The biggest offensive adjustment Stanford has made is varying up their shots. They haven't been hitting the same shot every time, varying up if they're going off speed or hard grip.
Collier can't get through the Stanford block. Harvey and Sayer team up at the net.
Big block up front for Stanford. Did a much better job of controlling Mimi Collier during this set. She only has 1 total kill in set 3.
Collier tries again. Missed the mark. Stanford up by 2. 4-0 run for the Cardinal. Blashoff, excellent with the serve. Furbringer, center gets the kill.
Such a smart decision from Furbringer, and she disguised it so well. When she's in the air, it looks like she's going to set up until the last second. She throws it down.
That gives her 10 kills in the NCAA tournament in 3 matches. Back to serve with her team down 1. Collier. 18 kills now for Mimi Collier.
Looks like we're back on this seesaw. Wisconsin's able to score, Stanford able to score. A lot of offense coming at it.
Furbringer again, her serve limited after suffering a shoulder injury in October. Couldn't get that one up in the air, but then Stanford answers right back.
Stanford again doing a better job of hitting into spaces that are more difficult to defend for Wisconsin. That time Harvey, sharp cross court.
Stanford siding out at a 63% clip, Wisconsin 66%. Egan. That is off the mark. It'll give a point to Stanford. It gets us to a media timeout. It's tight in the 3rd set, even at a set apiece in Austin. Continue tonight, quarterfinal matchup in Bozeman, Montana. It's Montana State and Stephen F. Austin. Montana State, the 2 seed. Stephen F. Austin, the 7 seed. Both teams bring 11-game winning streaks into the showdown in Montana. 9 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, also on the ESPN app. Takeaways of set 3, it's been tight, 15-13. Emily Eamon, what stands out to you?
And the biggest thing is Stanford's ability to limit Wisconsin's offense, and then Stanford continuing that balance as well.
Parks kept it up, battle at the net, set back by Wisconsin. Blashoff couldn't keep it up in the air, and Wisconsin gets the timeout, the point rather, out of the media timeout.
A really good answer for Wisconsin, coming right out of that with a new fire.
Winner plays Texas on Sunday. The Longhorns swept the Hoosiers, hitting .374. Tori Stafford had 19 kills, hit .679 without an error in the sweep. Will it be Stanford or Wisconsin? That's a point for Stanford. Put the Cardinal up by 2.
Elliot Rubin continuing to find ways to get kills. That go-to attacker for Stanford typically. But it's been so balanced tonight, they haven't needed Rubin to go off.
Rubin comes through with that swing. Her 8th kill. 14 kills, 10 digs in the win against Arizona in round 2. Had a double-double in round 1. 10 kills, 13 digs. And add to her total there, and Booth answers back. 12 kills on 15 swings for Carter Booth.
How about Vajic digging in defensively on that overpass? It's so scary when your opponent is going up with a wide open net and swings at you. Vajic ate that one up.
Trinity Shed Series, sophomore from Ontario, will come back on for Wisconsin. And an ace for the Badgers. That's their 3rd.
Every time Natalie Wardlow steps back on the service line, if you're a passer, you have to be locked in even more because of the tempo and the pace that she hits this ball at.
I think it clipped Rubin, so another ace for Wardlow.
The ball gets on you so fast coming off of Wardlow's hands. Even if you want to let it go, it's difficult to get out in time because it's hit so hard.
And it's like a knuckleball. You don't know where it's going to go. That one drops out and make it 3 in a row. Timeout. timeout. Stanford. Freshman Natalie Wardlow on a run. So Wardlow, the freshman, coming up with 3 straight aces, forcing a Stanford timeout. And the quarterback for this Wisconsin team, directing the offense, has helped Wisconsin to this lead. Carter Booth, one of the co-captains for this Wisconsin team, along with Charlie Furbringer. McKella.
Yeah, sophomore setter Charlie Furbringer has made huge strides in just her second year, and her unique relationship with setter coach Lauren Carlini has been a big part of that. Furbringer says Carlini taught her what it truly means to be a setter. Selfless, in control of the team. And Furbringer, like you mentioned, Eric, is a rare sophomore captain, which head coach Kelly Sheffield said he's only had 4 times. Carlini was one of them. And even with missing a large portion of this season with her dislocated shoulder, she stayed engaged. She led film sessions. She was the most commented player on VolleyMetrics. And Sheffield said she puts her hitters in good positions over and over again. So another prolific setter at Wisconsin, and how cool is this? Carlini plays pro for League One Madison, coached by none other than Charlie's dad, Matt Furbringer.
It's easy to do well when you're learning from the best, and having an Olympic silver medalist as your coach from the USA team just definitely helps Carlini on that bench and the style of this offense develop.
Just think too about her parents. Mom Joy, longtime coach, played at Long Beach State. McKella just mentioned dad. So she's been around it her whole life. And she plays with that maturity that she has been playing at an elite level for a long time. Lizzie Andrew off hands, that drops in, so Stanford gets the point. So the ace run ends in 3 for Wardlow. And we're tied at 18.
Stanford is really exploiting Wisconsin's outside block, this time with Vajgic up front. Expect Stanford to continue to hit the right side of the court with Andrew on the slide.
Rubin serves, sails long. 6 service errors for Stanford. Here's Egan, team leader this season in aces for Wisconsin. That's out of play. Give the point to Stanford.
Flash off again, going right off the blocker's hands. Furbringer needs to do a better job getting low and over quickly so she can't go off of it.
Even at 20 in the third, even at a set apiece in this regional semifinal. Overpass, flash off. Collier rolls it. Furbringer tried to keep it in play. They say the point for Stanford. Furbringer wants a challenge. Sheffield getting an explanation, and he will go to the green challenge card. And 2-0, what is the new school holding up the C, which doesn't count here in the NCAA tournament, so he had the green card up too.
Wisconsin is challenging that there is no net.
So was the call in real
Or that
time?
it was outside the antenna.
Yes.
Okay, that's the confirmation I was looking for. I didn't think it was Furbringer in the net, but the antenna is in play here.
So what Furbringer did was she actually ran into the ref stand. It did not look as though she hit the net, and that would be a clean play for Wisconsin. So based on what we saw out on the court, I would assume this is a replay, because no team would be awarded the point since it was mid-rally. And if she did hit the net, was it out?
There.
Yeah, was it outside the antenna or was it on the antenna? Because antenna would mean that it would be Stanford's point.
After review, the call is confirmed. Wisconsin loses their challenge.
So that leaves Wisconsin with 1 challenge. Stanford has 1 challenge. Yeah, it was Furbringer with the hand right on the antenna.
It came right on the antenna. If that's outside the antenna, that's clean, but inside the antenna or on the antenna means point for the other team.
So 1 challenge remaining for each team. for Wisconsin. We're tied again.
The pass kill. Kelly Sheffield loves it. It's a libero kill. Come on.
One of the things yesterday being in practice for both teams, coaches, us, everybody here. Here's another ace. Wisconsin dialing up the pressure with the serve. Is how much everyone was just looking forward to how great this match promised to be. And it is not disappointed so far. Timeout, Stanford. Lead, Wisconsin.
This match was everything that we hoped that it would be. A back and forth battle as close as it gets, with two of the best offenses in the country going at it point for point.
So the timeout called by Stanford. That is their second and final timeout of this third set, with Wisconsin up by 1. Regional semifinal round started yesterday with Creighton and Kentucky and Pitt and Purdue picking up victories. Boston and Lexington regionals map out this way. Texas, as we mentioned before, with the sweep of Indiana earlier here at Gregory Gymnasium. Kentucky and Creighton will meet tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2. For Kentucky, if they win, they'll make it to the national semifinal for a second time in program history. We all know what happened the first time. They won it all. For Creighton, they have never won a regional, looking to get to a national semifinal for the first time. And the roads for these 4 regional sites leading to one place, and that's Kansas City on Thursday.
It's crazy thinking about the field as a whole, because there are, feels like 8 teams right now that could legitimately win a national title. And we're looking at 2 of them right now, Wisconsin and Stanford, that absolutely have the pieces to go all the way and win it all.
Out of the Stanford timeouts. Wisconsin with the serve. Collier drops it in.
You have to know where Mimi Collier is at all times if you're in the red zone from point 20 on for Wisconsin. She's like a ball magnet in these situations.
Stanford led 21-20, but 3 straight points for the Badgers. Well done by Harvey to work it over the net to end the run.
That'll bring Elia Rubin back to the front line. So Stanford with great offensive options right now. Harvey, Sayer, and Rubin up front.
Moved off the slide. Point, Wisconsin. Set point, Badgers. Furbringer serving for the set. It's going to be tight at the net, and it drops down on Wisconsin's side of the net, so Stanford fights off a set point.
It's a one-handed block from Elia Rubin. Talk about a big play at a massive time for the senior.
Set point number 2. Here's Etzler for Stanford. Egan hangs in the air, drops it down perfectly, and Wisconsin wins set 3. (25-23). The Badgers win the set. We head to set 4 in this regional semifinal showdown in Austin. Set 1 to Wisconsin, set 2 to Stanford, set 3 to Wisconsin. The battle continues next.